It's another week in GTA Online, and once again, Rockstar has rotated in a fresh set of money bonuses, event content, and limited time rewards for the week, one of which you can get a free Goosenberg Sweeper Tommy gun right here for free this week at the gun van. But the big question is, like always, what is actually worth your time, and what is just filler content designed to keep you busy? Because on paper, this week may look like a pretty standard event rotation. There's some Lunar New Year content returning, a couple of decent game mode bonuses, and some smaller side content income boosts that can help newer players or passive grinders stack extra cash in the background. But buried inside this update are two bonuses in particular that I think can turn this into a very profitable week for you if you play your cards right. And honestly, they're the kinds of bonuses I think players usually regret skipping once they're gone. So in this video, we're going to break down the best bonuses that you should be focusing on, how good the payouts actually are in real gameplay, who each bonus is best for, and most importantly, where you should actually be focusing your time and effort this week if your goal is to make some serious millions. So with that being said, thank you so much for tuning back in, and let's get started. Before we get into the breakdown, I want to go over everything that you actually have for this week, because we're not going to be showcasing everything with some live gameplay. There's specific things we want to focus on. So in terms of all the bonuses, first, returning content, the Yuanbao collectibles, they're a Lunar New Year event bonus. The actual money you're making on these collectibles aren't doubled or tripled or anything like that, but they're actually decent for making money, and you get the collectibles done, you'll be good to go. I'll show you how to get them done really fast. As an additional bonus, which isn't a direct double, triple, or quadruple money bonus, with the Cayo Perico heist, all players have a boosted chance of finding the pink diamond as their primary target. That's probably one of the staple bonuses a lot of players will be grinding this week. Many Cayo maxers watch the channel. If you don't know how to play Cayo Perico, don't know how to do the setups fast, don't know how to do the finale at a really good pace and really fast to get that elite challenge done, I have plenty of Cayo guides here on my channel you could check out. But moving onward, we have 4 times money in RP on the CEO and VIP work. That's a huge bonus this week. That's one of the particular things we're going to be focusing on because it's extremely fast and effective to make you your millions this week. We also have some other bonuses like 4 times money on associate and bodyguard salaries, and that ties in with the weekly challenge because if you earn $100,000 as an associate or a bodyguard this week, you'll get a $100,000 bonus plus get a Valentine's blazer for your character. So you earn $100,000 as an associate or bodyguard, one of your friends could be playing the VIP or CEO work, you'll make that 100K eventually, then you'll make 100 grand as a bonus on top for that weekly challenge. We also have, other game mode bonuses. If we go to play job, we go to community jobs, some of the death matches, for example, the community series game modes are double money and double RP, but more importantly, under the Rockstar official created modes, you go to Rockstar created adversary mode, that Valentine's mode still continues on triple money and triple RP, deadline duet, and then more specifically, well, we have deadline as well. This one is also triple money and triple RP. The biggest one though, if we go to the stunt race category, the Lunar New Year stunt races for this week only, they're paying out triple money and triple RP, which sounds good, maybe not good enough that you want to play. If you have GTA Plus, you are making 6 times money and 6 times RP with this bonus, which is a ridiculous amount of money. I don't have GTA Plus, so I can't show you the payouts, but if you guys are playing these, you have some friends to play with and you alternate who's winning the race, etc., or you're just playing with randoms and you're mopping the floor winning every single race because you're just a goated driver and good at this game mode, you'll be making so much money with 6x money this week. So first, jumping into the Yuanbao collectibles, there's 36 in total that spawn on the map. I'm going to one right now. If you don't know where these spawn, you can use a great resource. It's called the GTAweb.eu map. If you're familiar with the Red Dead Online God map, this is very similar, but it's for GTA Online. We're about to blow up my Sparrow. Oh, nice. That's awesome. But it's basically the GTA Online version of the Gene Robke God map. Now, for this particular one, it's supposed to be in this area. Just listen out for a noise. You'll hear like symbols, and it's this thing that you're looking for. That is a Yuanbao collectible. We're gonna grab this. We should be making $888 for collecting it. Doesn't sound like that much, right? But there you go, $888. You multiply that across 36, that's essentially just a little bit under $32,000, which also isn't that impressive. But you do get a bonus for collecting all of them during this particular week. And so if you do that, you can make about 100 grand for collecting all of them. But like I said, don't just wander around the map to find them. Hit up the GTAweb.eu map. That'll show you the location of every single Yuanbao collectible spawn point. I'll leave that link down in the description below for you. It's useful for that. It's useful for any other collectible in the game. It's just useful for any sort of resource. If you want to know where something spawns in the game, you can find it there on that GTAweb.eu GTA Online map. It's afternoon in game, so why don't we just start up some CEO work? We will register as a boss, we will go to secure serve, we'll go down to VIP work, and let's start off with, I guess, some good old headhunter. Headhunter is always probably one of my favorites to start just because of the fact that it's one of the fastest to complete, it's one of the easiest, brainless, and yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. We just got to destroy 4 targets. Probably for this type of mission, it would be a little bit more advised that you use, you know, a Sparrow or even like a Raiju would absolutely speed this up. I'm just doing it on my oppressor because it was already spawned in when I walked outside. But you can see the in-game timer. It counts down from 15 minutes, and with 4 times money, I mean, we're going to make some good cash. So let's head on over to this first target, take them out, and we'll just move on to the next one. As always with these two, sorry, I'm actually going to time this on my phone on the side so we can see how much money we make over the course of time, including the cooldowns on these particular missions. You don't want to rush, like, you can complete these in less than 2 minutes typically, but you don't want to rush them that fast. You want to spend at least 3 minutes on different VIP work, like Headhunter, like Sightseer, things of the like, just because of the fact if you complete it too quick, you won't make that much money at all. So you want to be playing long enough to make sure at least that you get a decent amount of cash. Optimally, it's between 3 and 4 minutes is the amount of time you want to hang on the mission. If you spend 5 minutes, you can, but I would say optimally, again, 3 or 4 minutes, or between the 3 and 4 minute interval is the sweet spot. So we just took out the second target. Now let's go over to the third. Actually, let me check the map, see which one's closer. I guess we'll just go to this guy. Coming up on the next location here, this guy's like inside by the pool. It's gonna be kind of tough to get him with the oppressor. Oh, I forgot these guys spawn right here too. So you can actually, oh, we're just gonna go with the punch. Okay, I see how it is. So hold on. Can I select my shotgun? I definitely selected my shotgun when I got off the oppressor. I mean, did I not do that? So if you're driving, you know, you come through this entrance and you run through and you clean out those enemies. But we're just gonna, well, not we're just going to. We already landed. We already got off our oppressor. So I'm just gonna go through here and just kill these enemies on foot. We have time to kill anyway. I guess not really. I mean, now we have been on this mission for 3 minutes. So it is about time that we probably should just get over to that last target and take them out. So let's do that. I'll head on over there. I mean, we have the cops on us. It's not that big of a deal. And here's the last target. Last time we had this bonus on VIP work. So there we go. $84,000 for essentially just a little bit over 3 minutes spent, just under the 4 minute mark. If you took 4 minutes, you'd make, I think, 88,000 or something. So you can see what I mean, where you just want to spend probably 3 minutes. You don't want to do it faster because that pay will get severely reduced, which still at 4 times money is good. But I would say spend at least 3 minutes on the VIP work and you will definitely be good to go. So if we go back to the CEO menu, now you can see they're all on cooldown, right? And if I wanted to select Headhunter again, that one's on a 10-minute cooldown. But if I want to start up the next one, like we want to go from Headhunter probably to Sightseer next or Hostile Takeover. Either of those work really well, but you can see they're both on 5-minute cooldown. So we have to wait. This is a perfect time for you to get a payphone hit done, maybe get a security contract done. If you guys have GTA Plus, the security contracts are paying out double money and double RP throughout the entire event period, right? All the way up through March the 4th. We're right here back at my agency. I could run inside, go to the computer, and select the one I want. I could also just call up Franklin if I want to select one, which, by the way, I don't have GTA Plus, so I'm not going to be getting the double money and double RP on the security contracts, but I'm just speaking from the perspective of if you are a paying GTA Plus member, here's another bonus and another mission set you could do to make some money in the meantime. Security contracts, you can just call up Franklin on your phone, but it'll be RNG on the mission you get. You don't have a choice. If you go inside your agency computer, you will be able to choose. Security contracts also have a cooldown of 5 minutes. So on the payphone, or not on the payphone hit cooldown, but on the VIP work cooldown, do a security contract for that double money if you have GTA Plus. On the security contract cooldown, do a VIP work for the 4 times money, weekly update bonus, and just keep alternating those.
Hey, what's going on over there? Good luck out there.
Thank you, Franklin. We're gonna start Hostile Takeover next. We have a minute and a half until this cooldown is done, and I figured I'd just use this time to explain one thing. Back in the day, there used to be something called the wave method, where you could start off with a headhunter, complete that, wait for the Hostile Takeover cooldown, then run a Hostile Takeover like we're going to be doing, wait for the Headhunter cooldown to end again, run another Headhunter, or excuse me, run a Headhunter in the first place, then you wait for Sightseer, And once you do that, then essentially you loop back in with a Sightseer, Headhunter, Hostile Takeover, back to back in that order, no cooldown in between. That whole method, the wave method, quote unquote wave method, unfortunately that doesn't work anymore. Supposedly there is still a way to get around it. I don't know exactly how. Maybe it's as simple as just, you know, just like you would avoid the security contract cooldown, you back out to story mode and jump back into online. But that's a whole lot of like lobby hopping and jumping in and out of game modes from single player to multiplayer just to bypass the cooldown. I think it would be more efficient for players to do a VIP work that gives you 5 minutes to do some tow truck jobs or do a vehicle cargo sell mission in Source, or a payphone hit, a security contract if you're getting the double money with GTA Plus as a bonus reward this month. Whatever you like to do to fill your time, do a VIP work, and then, you know, your schedule's open for 5 minutes to go do something else. You don't need to just sit here like I am waiting. I'm just doing this for the purposes of today's money guide because I want to show you the Hostile Takeover mission itself, and I'd also like to show you Sightseer if we have enough time. But we're gonna start up Hostile Takeover. It's gonna be ready in 1 second. So here we go. Pops back up. Hostile Takeover. We can choose a bunch of different locations. The one I'm going to be doing, since I'm right here, like you could choose the Altruist camp if you're up north, Fort Zancudo, or LSIA. I'm going to do LSIA, and we're just gonna book it down over there. We have 30 minutes to do this, but again, we can complete this optimally in under 3 minutes easy, but we want to target just that over 3 minute mark so we can get that $84,000 to $88,000. Because typically VIP work, each job pays 20 grand. But of course, with 4 times money, you're making $80,000, which is just absolutely incredible. Rolling up on the location, since I have my oppressor. I mean, I don't want to... Here we go. Okay. I could just fly in with the oppressor, take the case, and boom, we're already out of here. I mean, we're a minute through because I needed to fly over. You know, I might as well take out that chopper. I have 4 stars. I forget, can I call up Lester while I'm on this VIP work to actually lose my wanted level? We just need to deliver the briefcase anyway, but I do have 4 stars. I would like to get rid of it if I can. Okay, it's not letting me, but that's okay. All you need to do is keep an eye on that countdown timer in the bottom right. Again, this particular mission, they give you 30 minutes to complete it. I don't know why you need 30 minutes. So once you get down to 27, you'll know you've spent 3 minutes on the mission. You're gonna make about $80,000 for completing this. And you could feel free to drop off the briefcase, complete the mission, and you're good to go. 27 minutes. We've spent 3 minutes on it. I say it's about time to turn this in. So let's run into the yellow Corona. That was $64,000 for that payout. So Headhunter, you make a little bit more. And maybe I did hit 4 minutes, but for this one, 3 minutes on Hostile Takeover, we made $64,000, which is still just like excellent, excellent money. We had these bonuses as well. We had triple money on VIP work. I forget exactly when it was. I think it was back like middle of November. And I was saying even triple money was really good. So you were making about $60,000 a job then. 4 times money is even better. Next up, we're gonna start Sightseer when this cooldown ends. We just did Hostile Takeover, which, as you saw, we were just basically tasked with infiltrating a heavily guarded location. We did the LSIA terminal, but Meriwether Docks, the military base, or even Los Santos City Hall sometimes, or you can get the Altruist camp, steal that package or vehicle while waves of armed enemies try and stop us. We grab the objective, just a super high pressure escape, but honestly not really if you have an oppressor or a vigilante or a sparrow or a raiju or whatever, and you bring that delivery and the briefcase back to the drop-off point. With Sightseer, it's a little bit different. With this one, we have to complete 3 hacking minigames, and what that will do is reveal the location of data packages across the entire map. We physically need to fly or drive to each one of those locations and collect the package. This is basically a pure travel mission with 0 combat, but still, nonetheless, it's extremely fast if you have the Suppressor Mark II. If you don't have that, a Sparrow will work, a Raiju, a Buzzard, whatever you want, whatever your favorite mode of transportation is for getting around the map, whatever you like to money grind with, etc., use that and you'll be just fine. All right, our Sightseer cooldown is up. Let's hit that, start it, and see what we got. So it says no time to waste. Find and collect each package before your competition. Each is fitted with a transponder emitting an undisclosed frequency. Hack the network to gain the frequency and find each location. So we want to use that Sightseer app in the bottom right-hand corner of the phone. This is my favorite hacking minigame, the quickest, the easiest, and we're pretty much good to go here. Just spell it out. Let's see what we got. Retrieve the package. How far away? 2.5 miles. 2.5 miles. All right. For this, I mean, we could just use our Sparrow to get over there, but I'll just take the Oppressor. Why not? I mean, we want to spend at least 3 minutes on this anyway. The sweet spot, you know, under 3 minutes, you're going too fast. Over 5 minutes, you're going too slow, you're wasting time, you're not earning money at the optimal rate. I think 4 minutes is kind of that sweet spot, like in between, right? But 3 minutes is also just fine. It really depends on if you have the patience to wait that extra minute or if you just want to keep it moving. You know, it's really not that big of a deal. It's not going to greatly affect your grind. If you bang several of these out per hour, you know, 'cause these will take you under 5 minutes to complete, right? Between 3 and 5 minutes, say. You have the 5-minute cooldown. Call it 8 minutes total if you're doing missions at a 3-minute per mission pace with a 5-minute cooldown. 8 minutes before you could basically start the next one right there. You're only getting 7.5 of those done in an hour, which your hourly rate at that point isn't super high. But if you're doing, you know, if you just count the time you're actually doing the missions for and you get 12 of those done in an hour because you're doing, you know, 12, it takes you 5 minutes to do. That's over $1 million at an hourly rate, just in terms of time spent on the missions itself. But again, you can bang these out even faster, so you can make even more than that. Another super simple and easy hacking minigame here. Just takes a little bit to go through because each of these bars that go up and down start accelerating, but they start off really slow. So you kind of just got to work your way through. We'll trade the next package 4 miles away. For this, I think I'm just going to take my Sparrow. I don't want to waste too much time. And the Oppressor is just a slow option. Like for this one, you know, the Oppressor is fine for Headhunter and Hostile Takeover, I think, because you're not really going that far and you're typically staying within the city. But for something like this, where you have to fly across a huge portion of the map, a Sparrow, a Raiju, and a Kula, like whatever helicopter or plane you have that you like to use, probably the way to go for a mission like this. So I'll see you over there at the next package location. And while we're in the middle of this mission, too, of course, some of you may be watching and thinking, like, man, this doesn't seem like that fun of a gameplay loop for this whole entire week. And you're right, this isn't the most entertaining, it's not the most fun, but it's pretty decent for cash. And especially if, you know, you already don't have hundreds of millions in the bank, right? It's already pretty good for cash, I would say. It's more than decent, it's not meta, but it's still really good. And at 4 times money, I wouldn't really pass it up. Okay, this hacking minigame, I hate. So let me focus up here because I always am super slow on this type of crap. And I just, like, for some reason can never find the numbers I'm looking for. I see it. There we go. Okay, so what I was saying was, yeah, is this the most fun grind? Probably not. Is this the absolute best grind possible that you shouldn't play Kaio for, you know, if you want that pink diamond? Also probably no. But again, this is a real grind. When people talk about grinding in a video game, it really means, you know, doing something that isn't the most fun, and in some cases like this, you know, isn't absolutely the most optimal even, but it's still something that's highly effective, highly efficient, and something repeatable, grindable. You just bash your head against the wall for a week straight. And if you're that type of player, that's where the fun is. It's not necessarily in the content itself. You know, long term, you've been playing this game, you've done tons of activities. Yeah, I can keep doing my auto shop contracts. I can keep doing my salvage yard vehicle robberies. I can keep doing the Dr. Dre contract. If you're a Kaio min-maxer, you can keep Kaio maxing. But try something else for the week, you know? This is still very good, even if it isn't Kaio levels of money per hour. And even if you do Kaio, you have your 2-hour and 24-minute cooldown as a solo player, so do this in between and then do the security contracts for the agency as well. Again, if you have the GTA Plus bonuses that apply and actually boost it to double money. Because that's 35. So there we go, $90,000 for this mission. And that took us, I didn't see exactly how long, but probably what, 4 to 5 minutes right there? The security contracts, like I was saying for the agency, normally $35,000 to $70,000, depending on if you're on professional, specialist, or specialist plus difficulty. With double money, you're making between $70,000 and $140,000 per security contract. And so while you're on the cooldown for this VIP work, right, we can't even do it for another 5 minutes, essentially. If we bring up VIP work and we want to start Headhunter again, we still have 5 minutes to wait. So get that security contract done in the meantime. Super fast, super effective, and you'll be netting tons of money this week. You will be making millions of dollars where, you know, you could probably do it doing other things too, but might as well try what's on bonus for the week. Or in the case of the GTA Plus bonuses, for that whole entire month. But with all that being said, we are going to wrap things up right here. Again, most of this video is me talking about the VIP and CEO work because particularly for me as a player, I think that's the bonus I want to hone in on this week to make my millions with the weekly update bonuses. If you're more of a player who wants to just grind Caio Perico for your buffed and boosted chances of getting the pink diamond as your primary target, that's completely viable because, you know, with the exception of the Panther statue, wow, my game, oh, nice, my game just crashed. With the exception of the Panther statue, the Pink Diamond is the best loot that you can get in Cayo Perico, typically, on just like a normal basis while playing. I would imagine a modder just crashed my game, and that's why I crashed, because this game typically doesn't close just randomly on me in an invite-only session. But nonetheless, we're gonna wrap things up right here. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed. Check me out over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, specifically twitch.tv/hazardoushtv for more GTA Online money grinding live streams. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios, amigos.